All right, so thank you guys so much for joining. Today is August 15th, 2017, and today's meeting is all about drive like a boss and cruise like a boss. So we are going to go over the incentives in depth. We'll answer all of your questions and make sure you guys have a plan of action so that you can be either driving like a boss or cruising like a boss. So we hope you all will get on that ship with us. This coming April is when it's going to be happening. So if you have any materials with you, you're welcome to grab them, but we will be sharing screen as well, and that way you guys be able to see it. So I called leadership this morning just to get some clarification on things and to make sure that everybody's on task. And hello, Sally, good to see you. Okay, and so we're going to first go over drive like a boss. So this incentive here is the Mini Coopers. We have to just let you guys know, for those of you that were not at RepFest, one of our team members won the red Mini Cooper that Betty drove on stage, and that was Irma. Out of 6,000 representatives, we had, I think it was about 12 of our representatives there in attendance out of 6,000, and out of 6,000 names pulled, Irma won the car. So it was super exciting. Of course, I was screaming like a happy Avon mama. So you have to be in it to win it. There are 4 cars left, and they're going to be divvied out by region. So let me make this screen a little bit larger. Hang on a minute. There we go. It's like the Brady Bunch. This is awesome. Okay, hang on a minute. So the way it's working is depending on the region that you're in, that's the color car that you could win. So here's how the rules state. It's running from campaign 20 through campaign 25. You can earn entries several ways, okay? The first way is you get 1 entry for every $100 over sales from last year. Now, if you're new and you weren't here last year at this time, then your sales base is $300. So it's 1 entry from 20 through 25 for every time you hit 300. Here's a scenario for you. Let's say campaign 24 last year, 2016, you sold 250. This year, campaign 24, you would have to do 350 to earn 1 entry. Example, campaign 24 last year, you had $75 in sales. This year, campaign 24, it would have to be at least 300. The base is 300, okay? But if you were over, let's say last year you sold 400, your base then would be a $500 order. So there's going to be tracking for this when you log in. You should see the wheel like we had for drive like the other incentives. For example, the charm incentive, you saw your goal, and then they told me that should be coming up on your site. So no worries, you'll have some sort of tracking to know, but you can go back on history or have me help you look it up if you're not sure on the history of what your sales were last year, so you know where your targets are for entries. That's one way to earn entries. The second way to earn entries is by putting on a qualified new recruit during the incentive. It does state that ALMA and personal recruits are eligible. So if you are on ALMA leads, and for those of you that are not familiar with ALMA, ALMA is a lead system where representatives are purchasing leads as well, and they're saying that those also will count for you, okay? So personal or ALMA leads will count. They have to put in a first or second order of $150 to be qualified, okay? So that gives you entries during the incentive. And the other entryway is that you must complete either a Boss Life workshop, which is coming to 48 different cities. You can attend one of those, or if it's not near you, Avon states that you need to complete, and it says on the second page here, complete all available courses in the Avon University that will be available during the incentive time frame. New classes are going to be introduced during the incentive, I believe starting September the 4th. We're getting a complete Avon University makeover. There's going to be badges and different ways to earn points as well. From what we were told at convention, those badges and points will also be worth, like I said, the points to help you for prizes as well, which they've never done that before for just completing free classes. So that's a pretty awesome incentive. to be able to not only learn and grow in your business, but also by doing so, you're getting additional entries for the car. Like I said, you have to be in it to win it. 20 through 25 is the incentive time frame, and it does state the maximum number of entries is 11, regardless of how you've earned them. So even if you've recruited 12 qualified people, you will get 11. If your sales were good in a couple campaigns, you received a few there and you got some recruits as well, and it exceeded 11, they're still stopping it at 11. Boy, we got a lot of people joining. Hello, Tara from Alaska, and hello, Monica and Tamika. Good to see you guys. I got everybody on mute, so we'll go for questions here in a moment. But good to see you guys. Okay, so that's pretty it on a nutshell. In regards to the car. They did also state that the person that wins the car in each region will also be gifted $10,000 to help cover the taxes on the car. So Irma, if you're watching this later, I know that's a question you're probably wondering, to check with Avon, because I'm sure they're going to probably do the same for you to help cover taxes, which is great, because I always wondered when someone wins something in a sweepstakes, there's taxes. So Avon is going to cover that with a $10,000 cash award along with the car. Amazing, right? We're like, ah, so excited, okay? So again, this is a chance drawing, but again, you got to be in it to win it. So does anybody have any questions on Drive Like a Boss, or does everybody feel clear in how to earn entries? And if you have a question and don't know how to unmute yourself, just raise your hand and I'll unmute you. Stephanie's got a question. Hang on, Stephanie. Okay, go ahead, honey.
Oh, it's not about the driver with the box, it's about the classes. Now, are there videos?
There's going to be all new classes. I was told they're going to be videos and tutorials and very helpful. Yes, so you'll be able to have
Yeah, I know I'm built by video.
Good.
So,
yes.
Okay,
so it's going to get a
you.
full makeover, and you're going to absolutely love what we saw. It's going to be, it needed the makeover, and it's coming. So just stay tuned. Okay?
Yeah.
Perfect. Anybody else with questions about the classes or what needs to be done to earn entries for the car? Just feel free to raise your hand and I can mute you. So we're all good, and give me some thumbs up. All right, so I hope you guys will be in it, because Irma never thought her name would get called. We all, 6,000 people in a room. To get your name called is just incredible. So amazing. We're so excited for her. All right, next incentive. Who wants to go to Bermuda? Who wants to be on a cruise to Bermuda? All right, so it is I love it. I love the excitement. Okay, so it is a 6-day, 5-night, all expenses paid cruise, guys. Let me tell you, when you go on an Avon trip, I know Delana has been to the Caribbean. She went to, Cancun, I believe, right, Delana? Was it Cancun, Mexico? No? I can't hear you. Anyway, she had an amazing trip. They treat you like royalty from the time your package arrives with your itinerary. It is so organized, and your car that picks you, it's all taken care of, okay? Flights, everything. So if you are looking to go on a free vacation, this is it. Everybody can plan this. You do not have to be in leadership to earn this incentive, okay? So let's talk about, and let me see if I can share my screen. So I'm making you guys a little bit smaller here so I can put my screen share. And we are going to look at my messy desktop because I've got tons of stuff on here. Okay, let's see. Can you guys see that okay? Did you see that when I popped that up large? Because all of you disappear, so hang on. No, not seeing it? Okay, how about, let's see. Oh, share screen. Hang on. Here we go. Okay, now you guys are to the side. Now you see my messy screen, right? Okay. All right. So let's open up on my screen because I've got all these things minimized. For those of you looking for the incentives, if you have Vibe, if you're in leadership and you have Vibe, then you can go straight to Vibe and go to business and go to resource library, and you will find all these resources. If you are not in leadership, you should be able to go to sales. Okay, so we're going to go straight into the flyer and incentives so you guys can see it on your screen. This is a pretty in-depth incentive. So it's really important that each of you track it closely, okay? It's a long incentive. It's going from campaign 20 through campaign 6. If you are a trendsetter, campaign 22 through campaign 8, okay? Along the way, there are prizes that you can earn. The first one being an Avon carry-on suitcase, the second being an Avon tote, and the third an Avon beauty case. Again, it is a 6-day, 5-night Royal Caribbean Anthem of the Seas vacation with round-trip airfare, round-trip ground transportation. You get a welcome and farewell reception, and the prize for one is valued at $2,200, and the prize for two is valued at $4,400 approximate. April 28th through May 3rd. All right, so earn incentive points to receive prizes along the way. So the first incentive points, you get a beauty case if you've hit 1,500. You get 3,000 points, you get that and the tote. 4,500 points, you get the case, the tote, and the carry-on suitcase. Trip for one is 7,000 points. You get all of those things plus the trip for one. And the trip for two is 11,000 points, and you get all of those things, including the trip for two. Now, you guys are probably going, oh my God, 7,000 points, 11,000 points. That sounds really hard. It's not. When I break this down, you're going to be like, oh, okay, this is achievable. All right, so let's first talk about sales, okay? Your personal award sales, each campaign in the incentive, if they reach 300 to 499, that's 100 points right there. If you did that for 13 campaigns, that's 1,300 points, okay? So you're not at 7,000 yet, but that's part of your points. If you're doing 500 or more, they're giving you 200 points. Those are not cumulative, meaning you can't get 100 and then another 200. It's either 300 to 499 for 100 or 500 plus for 200, okay? Recruit from an Avon source, meaning from Alma, that puts in a first or second order of 150, you get 150 points, okay? Recruit from a personal source, meaning somebody that you meet or somebody that you know that puts in a first or second order. This is a great bang for your buck here, 300 points. When you're qualified recruit, here's where it gets awesome. So you get your qualified recruit in, they place their very first or second order of 150 in campaign 20 or throughout the incentive. For the rest of the incentive, the whole incentive, as long as they have 150 or more, each campaign that they hit 150 or more, you get another 100 points, okay? Each time. So it's campaign, if you started somebody in 20 and they went all the way through campaign 6 and had a campaign of 150 or more each time, the first campaign is 300, and then every campaign after that, if they hit 150 or more, is another 100 points. So that is a total of, add it up, 12 campaigns plus the first one, 1,500 points for one person, okay? Do you see how this can add up quickly? Now, we know that sometimes our new recruits may not hit that sales point, but 150 is not that really hard, and if they're following their Kickstart plan, they have to do 150 in their second campaign anyway, then the third order is 200, and so on and so forth. So they're going to be working on their Kickstarts anyway. So the probability of you having a successful new recruit hitting these numbers is very good, okay? So that's 100 each time there. If you title promote to Bronze Ambassador, which is the first level of leadership, or above, so if you're already a Bronze, for example, and you go to Silver or Gold, it's 1,000 points. So let's say you jump 3 titles in this incentive. That's 3,000 points, okay? And mentoring. So let's say I mentor Mary Sue Holmes is on the call. Let's say Mary pops to Bronze Ambassador. Mary gets 1,000 points, and because I'm her direct upline, I get 500 points. So if you help somebody within your team, that's an additional point value, okay? So I know that's a lot of points there. There's a flyer on this. Any questions so far? Let me try to look at all of you here. You can either unmute at the bottom or raise your hand. I'm trying to look at everybody. Make sure everybody's good. Mary's got a question? Okay, hold on. Yes, Mary, you're unmuted.
No, I was just saying you're doing good.
Oh, okay. Okay, making sure. Anybody else with a question so far?
Not a question, but comment.
Yes.
this is going through the holidays. So this is awesome incentive.
Yes, it is. It's going through the holidays. So we've got so many different things that make this, I think, much more attainable for everybody because of the holidays. We've got A-Box. We've got a lot of people that are going to want to make some extra money during the holidays, so you'll be able to get the recruits. Your sales should be up. So there's a lot of pluses going on here with this incentive. Let's move on to the next page here just so I can show you some more information. So these are your Q&As, and like I said, I called leadership this morning and I got a lot of clarity on things. So let me just kind of scoot past this a minute. If you cannot take the trip, it's $500 cash for you, and if you win a trip for 2 and you cannot take the trip, it's $1,000. I know that's not even close to the $2,200 or the $4,400, but for some reason you can't go, Avon's still going to give you something if for some reason you cannot attend the trip. There will be buy-in options, so let's say you want to take your children or somebody with you. It says yes, there'll be a buy-in option. Let's see, there was some other things I wanted to tell you on this. So reporting is going to begin September 25th, and the branded rewards start to ship in December, and the final achievers will be posted March the 3rd. Let me open up a tracker for you, which kind of breaks this down a little bit differently. Hang on a minute. Let me exit the screen. All right, so we have the actual flyer here. And then I'm going to open the tracker so you guys can see the tracker. Move this over. Okay, so this is the actual, it's the Anthem of the Seas. I don't know if you looked this up online, but I did, and I freaked out because I was like, oh my God. Now, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit nervous about getting on a boat. I had the fear of flying, and I've overcome that pretty well. But the boat thing scares me a little bit, but, you know, it's a free trip, and if I win it, I guess I'm going to have to get over it. So I'm just going to have to do it. Do it with fear anyway. Okay, so this is the flyer, and this again breaks down your point value. So if you don't have this, make sure you print it out, okay, so you can see it. Now I'm going to show you the tracker that somebody made, which was really awesome. I posted this in our group so that you can use it as well. So this breakdown at the top, all the prizes as well as all the point values to the right. So it starts in campaign 20. Did you have a $300 to $499 order? Yes or no? If you did, put 100 points there. Did you have 500 or more? If you did, put points there. Alma recruit, personal recruit. So you'll be able to add up at the end for campaign 20 how many points you had, okay? And you can track it all through campaign 6. So this is a great tracker. I use Excel spreadsheet, which seems to help me because I put the recruit's name, my new team member's name, their RPS schedule, when their orders are due, and then I have all of this as well. Do what works best for you. If you need a one-on-one with me to be able to go over your plan of action to achieve the cruise, then you need to contact me and set up a time, and we will do that. If you break it down as to how many recruits you need each campaign or how you need to do it, if you're a top seller and sales are really your strong point, and you know, like Sally is on and Sally has amazing sales, so Sally could probably always hit that 200 points each campaign over 13 campaigns. You pull up a calculator at 200 points times 13 campaigns. Sally's at 2,600 points. You still have to do some recruiting or title promotion and whatnot to hit it. But don't forget, you recruit just a few people. If they happen to achieve the 150 orders, that's 100 points, 100 points, 100 points. It can add up pretty quickly. It's just figuring out your particular game plan. Okay, so let me pull back to you guys here a second. Let me move my screen share. And let me stop the screen share. Okay, everybody's back, and we've got the screen gone. Let me move this. Hello, Teresa. Thanks for joining. We got a great bunch of people on with us today. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I can either unmute your lines. You can let me know if you have questions, who's planning on going, anybody have comments or anything they want to share. Delaney, do you need me to, who we've got somebody unmuting?
Hey, Lisa.
Yes. What's
Hi,
up?
honey.
Hi, hen.
I'm taking this trip and I'm taking my sister with me.
Yay! I love it. That's right. So, you know, we can work on your particular game plan, like work on how many recruits and kind of really dive into how many do I need to have before the end of the incentive. I know that when I first looked at it, I thought, oh my gosh, I need to have like 40 recruits to get 11,000 points. And they need to all qualify. But then I realized, no, not really, because if you got the sales and then if you, let's say you did 20 and then they all qualified, that's extra points, or title promotions are going to happen. So, you know, you just need to divvy out your plan. But I love that. And it was so good to see you. And
well, you know, I'm moving to Crescent City.
yes, and you're going to have good sales.
Yes, I will. I've already talked to her, so yeah.
Yes, that's going to be great. And look, she's got her shirt on. Our shirt's on. She's got her shirt. Ah, Elena's got hers on too. Yay. I love it. I love it. David, did you have a question?
Just a comment. I want to go on the trip, but
Yay!
But getting on the plane is going to be an issue for me. So I might have to drive. If I win the trip, I'm gonna drive to Florida or go down to a friend of mine. She's only like 3 hours or 2 hours from Florida. So
there you go. There you go. So
I won't get on the plane.
I know you got that fear. I know we talked about it, and I did too. And let me tell you, it's still an up and down battle. But this last trip was difficult on the way home, but I handled it. I managed it.
I know. I read your post. I was like, oh, just another
we circled
reason for me
and
never to
circled.
get on a plane.
But you know what? I survived. I'm here and I have the memories of the trip. And I think once you get past that initial, like, you know, you start doing it, it's just like riding a bike. You know, I mean, you have to just do it. Take a pill. If you have to take a pill, take a pill. When I go on this cruise, I'll be taking Bonine or Dramamine or something to help me with it.
I do have a question.
What'd you say, Delana?
Make the Avon calm.
Maybe
We have calm.
I don't know if that helps seasickness. That's what I'm nervous about, but we'll see.
I do have a question about the Avon Aspire, though. Are you tried it yet?
I have done the sleep at night one, and it seemed to make me sleepy, which was good. It didn't make me feel groggy. I have not started the vitamins yet, only because I'm on this cold right now, which is probably why I should start them. But I didn't want to. I need to get through the cold first so that I can give a true, honest review of how.
Are they coming out with energy shakes and stuff like that, like supplemental shakes and stuff too?
Oh my God, we are so excited! Yes.
I can't wait for that because I want to get some of that myself.
Yeah, we're gonna have shakes. We're gonna have the shakes. We're gonna have a hair and nail vitamin that's like for, you know, beauty, collagen boosting for skin, hair, and nails.
Cool.
They're going to be a vanilla shake, a chocolate shake that will be dairy-free, soy-free, nut-free. All the allergies basically are out, which is great because I've looked at other shakes in other companies, and a lot of times they have lactose or something in it that people can't have, or nuts or something. So all the allergens are removed, which is great. And then there's going to be a cleanse. There's going to be like a cleanse. So there's lots coming. Those of us were there. We're getting a couple shipments to start trying it before, so we can start being advocate. And then come January, it will be released to all representatives. So we're super excited and stoked. Delana, have you started some of the vitamins?
Yeah, my husband and I both are taking them because he was there, so he got them as well. And I gave him my, you know, I got 2 men's packets, so he gets 2 months worth, and he gave me his women's, so I'll be good for 2 months. It's good. And the fish oil does not make you burp. It doesn't. And I'm really sensitive to that.
So they have specific for men and women then?
Yes.
Yes. And women is over 40 and under 40.
There's 2 different
okay,
ones.
what's the men?
And then one for
Men is men.
Yeah, men's and men.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. And
cool.
so the other thing my husband said is he's a big like afternoon crash. A lot of us get that afternoon 3 o'clock sleepy. He's like, got to go take a nap kind of thing. At our age, you young people don't have that probably, but us older people over 40 get this crash like at 3 o'clock. We're like, oh, it's time to take a nap. So my husband's been taking them, and he's like, I noticed, and it was not like an immediate. He realized it. I didn't take a nap today. I didn't have to take a nap today. So it's happened a couple, like, yeah. So he's not having that afternoon crash, which is great.
Good.
So, yeah, Mary?
Lisa, when I got come home sick like you,
Yeah.
I did start taking mine, and it has helped me get through it. I didn't get it as bad as I would have.
Oh, I probably should have, but like one thing that I'm sensitive to that I noticed was in the ingredients is mushroom. There's shiitake mushroom in the ingredient. So
Okay.
I'm a little nervous about that because I get headaches for mushrooms. So that's the only thing that I'm like, but I'm still gonna try it because it might be a lower amount that it won't bother me. So we'll just see.
Right.
We'll just see.
Maybe the other stuff will override it, so that you don't.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
exactly. There was a shake I tried from another company that had shiitake mushroom, and within 20 minutes, my head was just like, it was
I
bad.
have to tell you, because I told the guys at RepFest, I used to sell Herbalife.
Hmm.
And I compared the shake. No,
It's
I
okay.
said used to, and I told them. And I shared the shake. I tasted it, and I told them that this shake is 100% better than Herbalife's, because Herbalife's is done with water, where this is done with almond milk, which gives it a creamier taste.
That's
No
great.
aftertaste.
Good,
Cool.
good. We love that. And I think that a lot of people are asking whether or not we're going to have some comparison charts so that, people can say, what does this compare to in this company or this direct selling company? What about price point too, per shake, per this company, per our shake? What is going to be the price points? And correct me if I'm wrong, those of us were there. Didn't they say something about that we may have an auto ship program for this for people that want to continue on the vitamins and the shakes?
I don't know. I didn't hear that, but I wasn't in all the stuff that you were.
Mary, I see Mary going like this. I thought they said, yes, I thought they said that there would be that option for our customers, maybe if they're buying it online, that they could opt in to continue to receive their shakes or their information. So that's good. My meeting is saying I have limited minutes, so if I suddenly disappear, it's not that I hung up on you, it's that this thing cut off, okay? So,
Graded.
Did they say where RepFest is going to be at next year?
they have not announced it yet, so just stay tuned and make sure you start saving your money now because
Right.
it's definitely worth the trip because you just learned so much. We got so many goodies. Just the fun of it all too. It's definitely, Mary, it was her first time. Look what happened. Irma went in a car. Mary's first time. Delena's been to a few. I know Monica got travel issues. Poor thing. Wanted to be there so bad and flights, problems, whatever. So I got your stuff. So Monica, I'll be sending it to you because you registered and whatnot. And Julie was there. And so I know they all came back with some great,
Cool.
ready to go. When will the health things be in the brochure? Coming in January, they said, is when we'll see them for everybody as far as that.
Nice.
Any other questions from anybody? I'm afraid it's gonna cut me off. Who's gonna be cruising like a boss?
I'm going to try.
I'm gonna work hard. 7,000 points for one, 11 for two, but you gotta break it down. You can do it. Track your goals, okay? Because that's the only way to do it is to really see where you're at and be like, what do I need to do? If you just go about it willy-nilly, then it's hard to see the end goal and be like, I can actually do this. Like you have to track it, okay? So anything else? It's so weird, Teresa. I see you in two places and I don't know how. I go. Do you see that? She's double. And then that's so bizarre. She's in two places. She's got a twin today. Anybody else with questions? Mary.
Yeah, I just want you to know my sister does not know she's going on this trip. It's going to be a surprise for her.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Surprise them. Awesome. Hi, I see somebody with Teresa. Anybody else with questions, comments? We got Stephanie with a comment. Let's see. And if it cuts off, Stephanie, I'll answer you in the group. Yes, Stephanie.
With the cruising like a bus, I do want to do it. I'm hoping I can. With the points, do we have to try to build our team?
I think to get the most points, like you can do it, of course, with sales, but you're going to need to have some recruiting in there, I think, too. Yes, to make up the difference.
I am trying to.
Okay, well, we'll talk.
Anyway, business is slowly growing. I just got a new customer. She's been emailing me back and forth.
Good.
I just ordered something for her today, so.
Awesome. Well, we'll definitely talk. If you need the help, you let me know, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Lisa, I don't think you can make it just on sales, right? Don't you have to recruit?
I don't think you could, like we just did that. We did the $500 scenario times 13, and it's 2,600 if you're at the 500. So yeah, you need to do some recruiting in order to hit the numbers. Absolutely. So
But you don't have to be bronze ambassador like it said before.
You don't.
Have to.
You can title though to bronze ambassador and hit 1,000 points, then title to silver another 1,000 points. So that's really the way to. And then if you're helping other people title to bronze or whatever, that's 500, 500. So it can add up quickly if you've got your strategy and how to do it. So Monica, did you have a question, hon? Or are you good? You good? Okay. Susan, anybody else with questions? Now we got some cameras off too. Tara's here. All right, guys. Well, this is going to cut off. So I thank you guys for joining. Next week, we'll discuss what topic you guys want to go over, whether it be a training piece or something you want to go over on the website. I'm here for you, and I'm always here for one-on-one training as well. So just let me know. And I appreciate all of you. Congratulations on an awesome last campaign. You guys did amazing. Keep up the great work. Use those A boxes. Make sure you're mentioning to people that $10 bonus. It's a great, great way to boost sales. So we will see you guys soon. Bye, guys. Have a great week. Bye-bye.